Yo guys, by the way, that one thing that's been on my mind for a really long time now is, when I published my meme on 9gag, I got like 1,000 subscribers, all from 9gag. So I wanted to ask you guys, how many from 9gag are still watching and still following my journey? Because, that's really interesting for me to know. And also, yo, what's up guys, T-Rez Fitness here. You know what? I never asked you guys, where are you watching this from? Because it would be really interesting for me to know. I'm here currently with Umut Selef. What's up? And he's from Norway, and he found out about my channel through this guy right here, so who's holding the camera. He calls himself my personal trainer, but he's not my personal trainer, guys. Anyway, so respect to everybody watching there in Norway. Apparently there is a lot of people there, and let me know in the comment section where you guys are watching from. It would be real fun for me to learn, get to know where you are watching this from. Maybe I can adapt my videos to that, like I just take for granted that Sweden is Sweden. Maybe you guys want to see, and I can make my vlogs a little bit more different. Alright, so today we're gonna do the gym. You know what, fuck it, let's unhook this thing. You know the routine. Let's get it, let's go.
Very superstitious.
Yo, I'm gonna start vlogging like this. Check out, I got my bag like that because this just doesn't fit. Vad händer? Inget speciellt. Inte mycket. Nej, det är det som är grejen, att äta kvarg. Det är som att, alltså det bara rinner ner genom halsen.
Lindor bara, har du tagit det?
Ja, det är det jag äter. Nej, det är skitlätt. Jag blandar med hallonsaft så här då. Men sen om du ska äta lika mycket protein i kyckling, då måste du sitta och tugga upp ett halvt kilo kyckling. Så det är bara dricka kvarg alltså. Det är det som är... We're with my buddy here. Hasn't been training for a long period of time.
Zero training.
That shame face. No, I'm just kidding.
Shame.
We're gonna see if he's gonna be able to hold up with this training. This is the review. How are you feeling right now?
Like shit.
You're feeling like shit already? You're supposed to feel great right now.
Okay, retake. I feel great.
Yeah, he feels really good right now. We'll see afterwards, alright? Yo, what's up guys? I'm back with the commentary over these videos. Doesn't that cinematic effect look dope though? I mean, it looks like way professional. No, I'm just kidding. I want to give you guys my tips and tricks and what I think of when I'm working out. So right here I'm doing the incline bench press because I've been already doing a lot of flat bench press exercises for a long period of time. And if you really want to develop upper chest, you have to do this one first because it will give more effect if you put it as your primary exercise. All the flat bench press exercises, or the flat ones, I do afterwards. So that's just one of my tips, and you're gonna see how this will improve later on in this journey. If you look closely and compare the previous clip to this one, you'll notice how my grip is way wider in the machine than on the barbell. And the reason for that is because the machine does all the balance work for me, so I don't need the assisting strength from the triceps, and I can focus on solely isolating the chest by doing so. The wider the grip, the more of the chest is working. The closer the grip, the more of the triceps are working. Remember the chest triceps sort of video? Something that we have talked about before is if you want to lose weight, you want to do compound exercises because it involves more muscle groups and therefore you're going to lose more calories and everything. Well, when you're doing the machine, you're sort of not doing that. And oftentimes in the machine, what I do in order to compensate is to do more reps. By doing more reps, I'm gonna, get my heart increase. I don't even know what I'm supposed to say here. I'm just making up stuff. Look at me struggle through the cinematics effect instead. Motivation on top. 100. Let's do this. Jokes aside, something that's very common when you do the cable flies is when you try to push for a heavier weight, you don't stretch out your arms as much and involve more of your biceps because it gets too heavy. And if you're looking to develop that side chest that reaches up all the way to your shoulder, something that I do is I lower the weight and I focus on getting that isolation more. So that's just a tip, guys.
don't cheat rep unless you're actually cheat repping to build more mass and strength, in which case you're perfectly allowed to cheat rep, and you know, nobody will tell that you know what you're doing. Just look stupid. Yeah, don't care about what other people do. Just focus on yourself.
All right, so just burn 400 calories right after the workout. Say jag ska stå. I got 2 more kilos to go. Then I'm done, regardless of how shitty it looks. I can't do this anymore. My stamina is shitty. It's fucking shitty, man. That was so bad. Hey, let's do this physique update. I don't know if this is good lighting or not. Take this off anyways. Is it alright?
Looks good.
No abs though.
No abs though. You're gonna have to lose that weight, bro.
Oh just det, vi skulle... How are you feeling?
Like shit.
So before it was just shit, and now it's like
Shit.
Alright man, let's get some energy. Alright. Så här ska jag vlogga har jag sagt.
Sådär ska det komma.
Det ser bättre ut va?
Bättre. Och bra vinkel.
When you haven't prepared any food, this is your hero. Alrighty man, we just settled down and we're gonna eat after a long damn workout. And as always, I'm gonna do my weird food reviews. I found this at the shop. It's called wild chips from rökt. Hur säger man rökt?
Smoked.
Smoked and dried flinged meat from hjort,
Deer.
deer, älg,
Elk.
elk
Moose.
and ren. It's
Another type of deer.
that's a good one. Another type of deer. So this is like some northern. There is no more natural. There is nothing more natural than this. 50% protein, 0% carbs, 10 grams of fat, and 100 grams of this. So I'm gonna review this after I've eaten. But we'll see. All right, so I got chicken in here with some pasta, and actually some potato. It's a lot of fat in that, but it doesn't matter for this time. It's gonna fit.
So what was the thing that made you decide, like, now I gotta do something about this? I'm not content with myself. There's something that must be fixed. Like, that's the tipping point.
Like you mean the first time or this time? Like
The first time.
The first time.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of factors. One of which, when I mention it, is, you know, I had been going to the gym, or I had a gym membership for 3 years at that point, and I still got questions like, do you go to the gym, or do you also go to the gym? Next to my friends that were obviously a lot more buff than me. So I thought, you know, this is not a question that should be asked to someone who's been going to the gym for quite a while. I mean, it wasn't nothing serious, but at that point I felt like I was taking the gym serious. And also, I had never been fit to the point where I could see my abs, like ever. And, you know, I thought it felt pathetic that I hadn't been, you know, achieved that. So, you know, that with a lot of other things, I had reached my all-time highest at my weight. So it meant that I didn't have any control. So it's like, when my friend told me, like, in 3 months you can have abs, I thought, you know, that's impossible. 3 months? Such a short period of time. And if he saw it, then I would at least try it and not give up. And that's what I did the first time.
What about the second time?
I don't know, man. I reached my goal. I reached it so quickly, and the amount of effort that I put in, it was not sustainable. Like in that short, I didn't eat anything. 1,500 calories, that's starvation. I did it in order to reach my goal, but I mean, at that point, when I reached my goal, it was like, okay, but this can't be my life. You know, I can't do this I was in the gym 2 times a day, and on top of that, I was doing cardio. I was barely eating. I didn't look healthy, you know, and I didn't do anything. I quit my job, or I took time off job. I didn't care about my studies, you know, everything, just to reach the goal. So at the point where I thought, you know, I've reached it, what now? What comes next? I hadn't planned it. So I reached my goal without knowing what's coming next. And basically, with that sense of direction and, you know, my old habits, it was easy to get back into them. You know, so it just bounced back up in weight, and in the mix of all of this, you know, I had personal issues. You know, I already told you about them, you know, meeting up with my ex-girlfriend and stuff like that. And it really consumed me like it had never affected me ever before. So, you know, but that's another story. But, you know, with all of these things, you know, I was just allowing myself to eat a whole bunch of food. I didn't, you know, sometimes would skip the gym, etc. But I knew that I had to get, you know, I saw it as a bulk phase. I didn't add on a lot of muscle mass though, but you know, at some point I knew I had to get back to it. And when I reached, in 4 months, I reached my, you know, my weight that I had before. Like in 4 months, I gained it all back. It was like, you know, I have to get back to it. You know?
But something more sustainable this time.
Exactly. I knew it this time. I'm gonna do it more slowly and experiment how my body's gonna react. So before I did 1,500 calories, what if I do 2,000 and experiment with that? So it's been taking more time, and especially when I didn't see the results, like after three months, people said like, at this point you had abs, now you don't. You're like far away from that. So it's like, shit, I really finished my goal quickly last time. But I also noticed that now I don't feel that need to. You know, it's not as exaggerated as before. It's not like drastic that way. So, you know, I'm not in a deficit of 1,500 calories. That's just crazy. So now I can do this. I can do this like every day.
Crazy.
But also, you know, in the middle of it, I found like, why am I doing this?
The purpose.
Yeah, the purpose of it. And I just, do I have the same willpower? Am I able to do it again? You know, I start questioning myself. And then I was able to, you know, I said, I have to go on a vacation. I'm not staying in Sweden, you know, just doing this. So I think I hit a plateau for a couple of weeks. I cheated on my diet and everything. And then I said, fuck it. If I'm gonna cheat, I'm gonna do it all the way. I'm not gonna just sit there and try half-assedly. So I just bought tickets and I went off. And then I had to work, you know, with the dance academy for a week. And I went to Germany. And that I took the time off, and I could get perspective and new ideas and inspiration. And when I came back, I was looking at my body and was like, yo, I was looking pretty good when I left. Although I was cheating, now I put myself in a setback. It's like, fuck, I gotta get back. And that's when I did cardio every day, just to like compensate for the time I had been off. And since then, you know, I haven't allowed myself to, because now I really believe in this. Everybody on YouTube was asking me like, when are you gonna publish your next video? Man, we miss you. We need a motivation. You motivated me. So now I see it, man. I do this because I enjoy it now.
That's the thing. You enjoy it and you have a sense of purpose.
Yeah.
A sustainable one. Instead of just going about it 3 months and then forgetting, having a borderline eating disorder.
Yes.
Almost.
I mean, do what you can, what you gotta do in order to achieve it. You know, fuck everything else if that's what you want. But it's gotta be sustainable if you want to have it for a longer period of time.
So true.
So after this cut, we'll see what happens.
Wild chips, the weird food reviews. The candy was really good, high on carbs, but it had protein. Of course, it's not like synthetic, you know, it's synthetic, so it's not real. It's better to eat chicken. But, you know, I ate it and I'm lower. My weight is lower now, so it doesn't fuck up your gains or anything. Oh my God. I have a bad feeling about this.
You try first.
First, we smell, oh God. Then we look at it. Wow, gee. It feels like gum or something. Like plastic. I give it a 2 out of 10. Maybe I'm harsh, but 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10.
It sucks.
Sucks.
The candy, 9 out of 10. No. It was 10 out of 10, bro.
Bruh.
So you know the difference. I think I'm gonna throw this away. It was expensive. First time I take the subway.
Like it when I'm doing bad. Anger and energy I just can't have. It seems to be when you're the most at peace. Now with my success you're picking fights with me. Oh no, yeah. You don't want me to grow. No, my dear. Living in some different realities, I swear. You don't want me to grow. No, my dear. Keep me going, it's a part of your strategy. I'm